There's a handful of games that I haven't played that are considered to be some of the best. For example, The Last of Us, Uncharted 4, well, the whole collection entirely, Last of Us Part 2, Skyrim, Oblivion, Ghost of Tsushima, Fallout New Vegas, Fallout 4. Just to name a few, I haven't played those games, but they're considered to be some of the best that have been made. So I decided to put a poll out, and the winner of said poll to play for the first time was Ghost of Tsushima. And then we also decided to platinum it on lethal difficulty as well. So here are some highlights, etc. Big shout out to everyone who watched and supported. I do appreciate it. It does mean a lot. Big shout out to Jarrell as well. I'll leave some of his links down below in terms of his TikTok, YouTube, etc. He helped me understand how to edit the videos, etc. So big shout out to him. Thank you very much. Go show him some love. But yeah, I hope you do enjoy the video, and I will catch you very, very soon. So much love and peace. What's up, Just Memes? I want to see you play. We're going to do it right now. So lethal difficulty, baby. What is this? What is this? Good luck. Just means I don't know what I do in this game. I have no idea. We're about to find out. Lethal is no joke. Neither am I, Jacko. Neither am I, baby.
Are you sure about that?
After completing some of the beginning parts of the game, the chat told me to go and get a special move from a mythical tale. So we went and attempted to get that done to help us progress through the story and help deal with enemies. Because at this point in the story, I was about 4 or 5 hours in, and I was getting slapped a lot. I was doing no damage. I was getting one shot all the time, and I needed something to help defeat those enemies. And this geezer here, he held that key, so we went and sorted him out proper. And this helped. To be fair, this move helped a lot in terms of progressing through the story and getting past some tough enemies. So big shout out to chat for helping me out with this one.
おい、随分とのろまだな。それは違う。この場で見極めておる。つかめた。技のみでは俺には勝てぬ。
Sorry, did I just summon a thunderbolt onto him? After progressing through a big chunk of the main campaign quite smoothly, I think we died a couple of times, but we done all right with what we had. We found ourselves being captured by the Khan. So quick recap: Khan is the main villain in the game. He captured our uncle, which we at this point had rescued, from my understanding, and we were infiltrating the camp to try and assassinate him. He captured us and also a fellow friend of ours. So again, if you haven't seen this or played the game and you don't want it spoiled, I suggest you look away right now. But yeah, this scene was... I knew it was coming in terms of the character's fate, but I didn't realise it'd be like this. So it was pretty tough to watch, to be fair. No! No! Fast forward to the next part of the game. We were attacking the Mongols' headquarters, essentially. and they had retreated. So Jin was left with two decisions essentially: to listen to his uncle's way and sacrifice a lot of men to get inside the fort and assassinate the Khan, or he could use his new essential skills, poison, that he had learnt through Yuna, to get into the fort and assassinate a lot of the enemies via poison to their drinks. Obviously, to Lord Shimaru, this was not acceptable, as it's not the way of the samurai. But Jin was willing to do anything possible to win this war and prevent anyone else from dying. So we proceeded to infiltrate the fort, poison their drinks, and have one last boss fight with Jin's old friend Ryuzu, who had already betrayed us halfway into Act 1, I believe, or towards the end of Act 1. So we had a second fight with him, and this second fight was a lot easier than the first one. Again, we'd upgraded our stuff a little bit, and we were a little bit stronger, and also I'd gotten used to the combat. The combat was really difficult for me to get used to, because I'd just played Black Flag, and obviously with Black Flag the combat's a lot easier, but moving from that to this was a little bit difficult, but I feel like we've done okay, and the second boss fight didn't take many tries whatsoever. After the boss fight, Jin is then left with another decision. He has one last chance to listen to his uncle, but he refuses and accepts the mantle of the Ghost of Tsushima and is taken away to prison to await judgment from the Shogun. No. No, my fuck off! No, no, no.
守りきれず進まなかった。
Oh, no. No. Oh. At this point in the game, it really did feel like all hope was lost. We'd lost our horse, our weapons, our armour, honour, fully gone in the bin. It felt like a really dark moment in the game. So again, to the developers, fair play, well done for making players feel that way. But we had to find Yuna to progress the campaign. She was somewhere in the northern area of the map, with all the snow, so we had to go and find her to continue the mission of killing the Khan and ending the Mongol War. Fast forward a couple of missions, we are now face to face with the Khan, which seems to be a last duel for Jin. This seems to be the final boss fight in the game, against the Khan. I was really looking forward to this boss fight. I was very nervous though, because the last couple of missions in the game seemed to go past really quickly, and I didn't think this would be the boss fight. Well, the end of the game necessarily. So we were very, very underleveled for this. We did come out victorious though, without having to leave the game and reload a previous checkpoint or restart it, etc. So I was pretty happy with that. But there were some some rageful moments, which we'll see in a moment. So I apologise about the language in advance. But if you played the game on lethal, you can appreciate where I'm coming from. But yeah, we did manage to do it. And again, having played this game never before, and this is my first time, the fact that there's a second phase threw me off, and I was ready to just lose it, to be honest, because it took me a good handful of times to get him beat, and the fact he then does what he does, oh my god, it again, developer, fair play, good way to get the player hyped, and then immediately like, oh come on. So yeah, fair play to them, well done. Right, that was better. That was better. That was better. That was better. Wormpool, fuck off. How about that? How about that, Wormpool? Eat my arse.
対馬の民の無念思い知れ敵討ちとはわらべのような浅はかさだ
Do the roly. What was I on? Oh, I don't know. 235. I don't know anymore.
Tsushimaの民の無念思い知れ敵討ちとはわらべのような浅はかさだ
Barry! Barry, wasted opportunity, wasted opportunity. Wasted. I appreciate everyone following, by the way. I apologise that I'm ignoring you all. I am sorry. I'm yes. Oh.
対馬の民の無念思い知れ敵討ちとはわらべのような浅はかさだ 対馬が己の墓場だ
Why isn't he doing anything? Yes!
させんぞ。
Yes! Fuck yes! Come on! Ah!
We finally defeated the Khan, and I honestly thought the game was done and over with. I thought we'd done it. I can then focus on getting the platinum in terms of like the cleanup trophies, etc. However, there was one last thing to deal with, and I didn't expect this whatsoever. This was a complete surprise for me. I mean, throughout the campaign, I knew Lord Shimaru was, you know, his ways were never going to change. He was never going to understand why Jin done what he done. So I guess hindsight's a good thing, right? Looking back on it, you could tell that Shimaru was going to always stick by the samurai way. But yeah, I didn't anticipate this whatsoever. And for one last fight, what a fight it was. Again, no armor, so we didn't have any protection. It was pretty much a one-hit kill situation, where if we got hit, we were done for. Again, major spoilers ahead in terms of the overall outcome of the campaign. So, again, I'll say it again, do not watch if you don't want to know what happens. But yeah, what a story! What a masterpiece of a game. Especially the story itself. Everything else doesn't really bother me, but this story is beautifully told. The acting in it is top tier. The music, the settings, everything is perfect with this game in terms of the story, and it's an absolute masterpiece, and I'm so happy I've played it. But we have one last fight before we could continue. It did take me a good couple of times, but we did do it. There are two options to how you end the game, so let's see what I chose and see if you agree with me on it.
Yes!
誉れある最後を遂げたい。
What? What's that then? What do you mean? James, I appreciate you following. What do I do? What the, what the fuck? Jackie, I appreciate you following. Spare? I don't know what to do. Spare him? You know what?
浄土で待っておるぞ。はい。
the game was finished at this point. The story is over. I chose to honour Lord Shimuru's wish. Reason being is I just feel that Jin had no honour during the campaign, because he was doing what he felt was necessary to win the war and defeat the Mongols. When it comes to his family, or friends, etc., I feel like he would honour their wishes, and I feel like Jin had no honour in terms of sticking to the samurai code, but I do feel like Jin would have honour when it came to his relatives. I feel like you could justify both arguments in terms of sparing or ending Shimuru's life. But I chose to go with what people weren't saying. The whole chat was saying spare, spare, spare. So I decided to go opposite to that. But I do feel that you can make a valid case of both arguments in terms of ending his life or sparing him. So now the real cleanup began. So we had all the shrines to do. We had all of the bamboo strikes to do. Well, not all of them, but we had a good handful of bamboo strikes. The fox dens, collecting records, open for business, which was a big issue. It wouldn't pop throughout the entire story. So I had to start a new game plus to fix that issue. So if you have the same issue, then just do that. Open for business is essentially staggering 50 enemies, and you do that with the matching stance for that enemy. So if it's a sword enemy, you use stone stance. If it's a shielded enemy, even you use water stance, I believe it's called, and so forth. The game tells you, obviously, but for some reason it just wasn't popping for me throughout the entire campaign. So I had to start a new game plus to trigger it, which you'll see in a moment when the platinum pops. But in terms of the cleanup, it's not complicated. It's not difficult really. It does drag on a little bit. I won't lie. It's definitely not the strongest part of the game. I feel like the side stuff is very, very lackluster compared to the main story, which is that's ultimately going to happen. But some of the side content was good. I felt like Yuna's side story was good. I felt like Masako's side story was good as well. Not so much the sensei, he got my nerves. Norio as well got on my nerves because he just kept going down all the time. But yeah, the side stuff, not really too much to discuss on that. It's very straightforward. So the last trophy we're going to see popping obviously is open for business, and alongside the platinum. I just wanted to take this opportunity to say thank you very much if you have watched. I've tried my best with editing this and speaking over it, and so again, I'll be honest, but speaking over it is not something that I do that I've ever done before, to be fair. So I will get better as we go on, obviously. I'll try and stop saying all the time. But I do appreciate it if you have watched. If you can, I'm going to leave a link below to Jarrell. Go follow Jarrell. He's playing Tears of the Kingdom at the moment, Zelda. He will be moving on to the Pokemon ZA game. We're also playing Dying Light the Beast together. We've been streaming that. But yeah, go show him some support. He helped me understand how to edit stuff and etc. So on that note, we'll watch the Platinum Pop. I appreciate all of your time. If you have watched it, it does mean a lot to me. I've tried my best with this, but Ghost of Yotei is out in a day and 8 hours, 47 minutes and 15 seconds. I've got the camera up, to be fair. So yes, I'll see you Thursday morning at 10 AM for the Platinum. We're doing a 24-hour stream on the Saturday. So yeah, I shall see you there. Thank you very much for watching if you have done so, and I will catch you all later. Much love. Let's see that Platinum Pop, baby, and peace. The trophy, but that'll just be.
Yes!
Oh my god, I was absolutely ready to shit a brick. Oh, it's done. Yes.
Come on!
Just join the second you got it. Oh my god. Oh.